And then Jake was in here. So was he a little late? Was there a little? Was there a little? All right. So that's not. It's his fault. A couple things. Congratulations to women's volleyball. I mean, man, Bobby and her staff, they continue to just do an incredible job with their program. And I know winning the regular season title is only one piece of it, but it's something. And man, they're playing really well. And I think they have a big game on Wednesday against Drake. So get out to McLeod Center and support them. Thinking about yesterday, a Pack McLeod. Incredible environment. I think can't underscore the importance of having a packed house. I don't think I can underscore the importance of Iowa schools playing each other in every sport. And I know that's kind of went to the side a little bit, because, they're going to fill in with somebody else, but need those environments and deserve those environments. And obviously, the team that they brought in certainly is part of that, but I know there was a hell of a lot of purple in here, and it was great to see. But man, it just got me thinking, man, what women's athletics is. I don't know if you guys know what happened down in Iowa City yesterday, but I think they had the biggest women's wrestling crowd they've had to date, at least on record. I think they had 8,200 maybe down there. So that sport's on the rise. Women's wrestling and just keeping wrestling strong. And obviously, we're very fortunate to be in the state where wrestling it's really important. Really, really, really important because that's not everywhere. But just, man, I think a banner day yesterday for women's college athletics, in the state of Iowa. Wow. Let's think about our team here. Said 36-2. That's a pretty good day. Young guys went and scored a lot of points and put a lot of guys away. I think we had 15 pins. There's some things obviously to always work on, but we got to have a starting point. And I think yesterday gave us, I guess Saturday gave us a starting point of where our team's at. You can see some of the things that we've been working on with finish work, and especially when we changed directions really well on the guy, we were finishing because finishes are getting tougher and tougher. I'm sure someone asked why Parker wrestled. He didn't wrestle in a match before the All-Star Duel last year, and I think he felt like, and we felt like as coaches, it was important for him to get some matches, get back out there and compete. And he looked good, looked sharp. He could have teched everyone. He's working on some things. He wants to start to pin because if you want to win certain awards, pins help get those awards in. That's the most points for your team. But thought he looked sharp, and I think as a group, man, we looked really, really good. R.J. Weston had a really good day. And those young guys, first time out, first college tournament, they represented UNI well, and it's pretty cool now with how they've changed the rules, where you can travel with them, they get to come with you, you get to sit in their corner. You used to not be able to do that stuff. So I like the change, and all those guys, man, they represented well. Those young guys went undefeated, and we had two guys in the finals at 125, and no contest. I don't know if you saw, they actually did a paper, rock, scissors for the scissors. They get a little hammer because they said they live in the same room. They room together, but we made them paper, rock, scissors for the hammer. So Bo and Downey gets to take their hammer home. But like I said, starting point, happy with how we performed overall. But we got 4 months left in the season, so I'm really excited to see what kind of ground we can cover from here until next week, and then next week until the next week, and then, ultimately until March. But, heck, man. Said Izzy, I think 4 pins. Nick Fox had 4 pins. A lot of bonus point victories too. That's what we want out of our guys. So other than that, I don't have a lot other to say than we whooped a whole lot of ass, and that's what we want to continue to do.
Now that you've got a mat or a day of competition under your belt, what's the early return on adjusting to the new rules?
Matches can get out of hand in a hurry. And sometimes that's more perception, because you look over and, it's all of a sudden it's 7-2. I mean, we're telling guys. I mean, you could get a 3 and a 4 and a riding time, and you're already in bonus point. So I think that's a little bit of a change, but also on the other side of it, if I happen to be behind, like I can make that ground up in that time too. With I got a chance for a 3 and a 4 and those things, but I think just matches start to get out of hand in a hurry, and you start seeing some adjustments as far as even riding. Our guys going to invest in riding. I'm just might as well just cut them because it used to be 2 for 1. So the that I mean I could get an escape, and then all of a sudden it's tied. I mean it splits it just a little bit more. I think it's still wrestling, but I'm figuring out a few things as we go, and the more you see it, the more you'll adjust to it. But I tell you what, if you go score a whole lot of points, if you get takedowns, you get back points. I mean, I like the 2 for 2 and the 3 for 3 and the 4 for 4, which those things take a little bit of getting used to. But I mean, heck, we got a lot of double-digit points. I mean, 23, 17, 11, 21, 11, or pin 16, 17, 18, 16, 18, 21, 20. I like our chances of winning those matches. When you're scoring those kind of points, but figuring out a little bit, I could tell you that how we coach isn't going to change. I mean, finish work, we spent a lot of time on that, and guys did a good job there. I'll tell you that probably the biggest thing for me was, mat returns, putting a guy back down when we did it, good job. And, and maybe it's a little bit right now, it's like, well, I can cut him and I can score again. If we're going to do that, then I'm okay with giving the 1. It used to be 2 for 1, 3 for 1. It's a little bit different. So I'm still trying to figure out 100%, but I know if we score a whole lot of points, we put guys on their back, and it's gonna bode really well for us.
Do you think there's going to be a general way that you approach that, or will it maybe depend individual by individual and the style they bring to the table?
Yeah, I mean, you always have to do it towards the individual. I mean, that's what we've done for our career. We want to give the guy the best chance to possibly win too. And for some guys, so a guy like Parker, go score a bunch of takedowns. You can do that, and you can ride, and he can do all those things. And I think he could have decked every one of those guys. He's working on top. He's trying to round out his wrestling right now. He's trying to learn how to pin, and I feel like he could take guys down almost. I don't want to say it will, because he makes it look easy, but I don't think everyone understands the work that's been put in to make things look easy. And he's a really, 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 really good wrestler. And the good thing is some of those other guys I think got to watch that and see it, and then it's like, well, I'm gonna go do that too. But we'll always tailor to the individual. But also, if you can score a whole lot of points, that's bonus points for the team. I think it's an entertaining way to wrestle, but if you have to win a 2-1 match, then you have to win a 2-1 match. So we've got to be prepared to do every bit of it right. I think the biggest thing for me is that it takes a second to pin a guy. Heck, it's 4 seconds, it's 3 and 4, so 7 points. So I just think guys got to wrap their head around that they're always in a match too, and we're working from both sides of that. That's it. I'm trying to think. This weekend we'll go to Daktronics. South Dakota State. They got a good team. I'm not sure who they'll wrestle. I know that we'll send everyone really up there that's healthy, other than Parker. Parker's going to the All-Star Duel next week. He'll wrestle Bernie Truax out in Penn State. Looking forward to that. And like I said, all those young guys. Heck, we had Donnie Paez, champ. Weston was champ. Marino, Fox, Parker, and Walrath, and scored a hell of a lot of points. Yeah, good start to the season. And we're just going to keep building steam from here. So, go Panthers.